Well, hello you gorgeous mother truckers, you, and welcome to another video. Having quite a productive day today, although I'm sure this one will probably go out tomorrow. Not sure when I'll upload it, when I can, I guess, as life gets in the way quite a few times. Any case, so away from contrails and chemtrails and all this sort of stuff, even though I didn't actually call them chemtrails at all, but that doesn't stop people. Amazing how people watch something and not really listen to what you're actually saying. I just said contrails, at no time did I mention chemtrails. You know, it's funny that. Any case, let's move back onto something else a little bit more. Oh, that was a big speed bump. More to the home front, shall we say. And that, of course, is the fact that just recently we've had the Labour government continually banging on that they're going to smash the gangs, and I've spoke about this. There are no gangs. It's just the relevant governments. So they won't be able to smash the gangs because the gangs don't actually exist. It's just the government. And this is all part of the big plan to get rid of people like me and many of you who watch this, because we're a bit inconvenient to them. So we're going to smash the gangs, we're going to stop the boats. Of course, he's done none of us. We've discussed the gangs. As for stopping the boats, tell you what, he should try a job as a stand-up comedian, because it's funny as fuck. It never doesn't stop anything. In fact, we've had more in the last few months than ever before. But of course, again, that's all part of the plan, isn't it? We're going to just keep flooding the market until there's nothing left. So they're now really getting annoyed by the fact that there's a lot of them in hotels and it's costing a lot of money. And what they want to do is get them out of the hotels where the money being spent is blatantly obvious, and try and get them into a situation where what's being spent on immigrants kind of blurs itself, kind of merges into other things. For instance, they try and get them onto benefits as quick as possible, because that puts the budgetary strain on that section of the society, not obviously just on immigrants. So they're trying to blur the images. Now, their new way of blurring the images, of course, is what they've just recently announced, where we're going to stop the boats, we're going to smash the gangs, but what we're also going to do is we're going to tell landlords that you can have 5 years guaranteed rent up front if you let your houses out to immigrants. Now, the whole idea of this is a lot of people will get kicked out of their houses because landlords are going to love that. Unscrupulous landlords, in fact quite a lot of landlords, are going to love the fact that they are going to be guaranteed income. They are just, every time when they say, yeah, have that, doesn't matter what happens to the house, everything's guaranteed. They're going to get an income. They're going to get a crap load of money. So why would you want to keep your tenants in there now? You want to get rid of them and have a guaranteed 5 years. It's the same reason why so many hotels do what they do. It's because it's a continual and constant income stream. They get paid a shit load of money to keep the immigrants in the hotel, and it's not just the immigrants, you know, the room rental or hire, it's the food and everything else. They get massive. It's much what they do it. And if your hotel's struggling and you can't get anyone to go because people haven't got any money, what a great way of making sure that your hotel survives. And it's literally as simple as that. You know, as much as we can be angry with these hoteliers who own these hotels, and we can be furious with them for allowing this to happen, you can't blame the players, you've got to blame the game. If you've got a struggling hotel and it's guaranteed income, you're sorted. And that is also going to be the same for rentals. Now, the rental market at the moment is absolutely ridiculous. It's getting worse and worse and worse because there's not enough houses. So now what they want to do is make it even harder for the indigenous population of the country to have a house, and easier for your replacements. And let's be honest, it is replacement. Replacement theory, again, was one of these huge conspiracy theories, or you're all talking out your arse. Yeah, there we go. And now For instance, as I've mentioned before, when my littlest one goes to junior school on Eid, they have to merge classes because there's not enough white people, or should we say non-Muslim people, in the classes to make a class viable. But there's no replacement. I mean, when you see that the government uses its advertisements for its breakfast clubs and they go to a school and you can't see a white person there, tell me again there's no such thing as a replacement thing. But the whole idea is to get rid of us. The whole idea is to flood this country with combat-aged men, majority men, who make it blatantly obvious they hate us, and just keep putting them in and putting them in and putting them in until areas like, I mean, like Birmingham is just a no-go area. I mean, when you're going on holiday to a remote haven site in the lakes, and there's at least, and that's the 5 I knew of, the people have pointed out to me, including the one behind me, are full of immigrants, 4 to 5, even 6, depending on the size of the caravan, and they're all just hanging around, you know there's a problem. So what they want to do now is basically get you kicked out of your own house. When a house comes available to rent now, it's never going to go to anyone other than an immigrant, because when the immigrant applies, when the government applies for the immigrant, that's 5 years guaranteed rent. Oh, the win. And again, the problem being is that therefore means I'm far right and I'm a racist and I'm xenophobic and I'm whatever ism that you want to throw my way. But the simple truth of the matter is, if you can't see what's happening, you are either stupid or you're just pretending it's not happening. And this is the biggest problem. And I was talking about a couple of videos ago, well, why do we keep doing this and why do we keep, because and people come on the comment section and point out the fact, well, you see, you got to go for the middle ground, you can't upset because you'll never win. It's because you don't want the norm to be challenged, because in reality you just want to stay. COVID showed us how many people can't think for themselves. COVID showed how many people need to be told what to do every minute of the day. COVID showed how many people are prepared to bury their head in the sand and pretend nothing is happening. And it's happening now. We are literally in a place where the situation is such that the whole world, the whole country is collapsing around our ears, and no one cares. And you get YouTubers like me who are trying to draw your attention to it, and for one, we're throttled, as in YouTube makes sure that our videos get out to barely anyone anymore, and it's blatantly obvious that's happened. And as I've just proven in the last couple of videos, if I give you an opening, people an opening to be able to ridicule and attack me, those comments fly straight through, no problem at all. But on a video like this, I guarantee you within a few hours I'm getting, this is my 4th attempt at a comment, because you won't be allowed to comment on this one. But if it's one where you call me everything under the sun, or you just want to debunk me as much as possible, or want to write a comment about something that I didn't say in the video to make me look stupid, or try to make me look stupid, then they fly through. I've still yet to watch the video where a Royal Marine has been basically told to shut his mouth because he dared question. And you've got millions of idiots who just want to stick their head in the sand and pretend nothing is happening. And until it starts to affect them, then nothing's going to change. People say, oh, well, are you going to vote for? It doesn't matter who we vote for, does it? Because until it starts affecting the middle class, until the middle class start to feel the pinch and to feel the crap that we have to go through. I mean, you know, until the middle class have to go maybe for a walk through Birmingham to go to the theatre and see the fucking shithole that it's become, and the fact that you struggle to find white people in Birmingham, where there are Jess Phillips, there are no-go areas where white people just won't go at all. None of us, because it's just not worth it. And yet you'll still pretend, and they'll still pretend until it hits them. They'll still pretend nothing's going on, and people like myself will get attacked and ridiculed and insulted and called this, that, and the other, and those comments fly through. It's madness. It really is madness. And I can see why people stop doing videos, because it's just soul destroying. Because I know full well that exactly what kind of views my video will get, barely any, and you do feel like you're banging your head up against a brick wall. But the thing is, I can't, in all good conscience, I can't stop saying what I think. And again, these are my opinions. This is how I feel about stuff. It's not any reflection on telling you how to think. It's how I see things. It really is. It's just incredibly sad that we've got to this stage of life where those of us who wish to speak the truth are insulted, ridiculed and persecuted. But if you want to sit and spout a load of lies about something or lick government arse, you're the greatest thing since sliced bread. It really is sad. Oh, you're welcome, sir. I hate that. Do you hate that? Just for everything. When you stop to let somebody through and they don't even say thank you. I always say thank you. I always wave, like I'm about to do now, because someone's let me through. Thank you very much. But no, I hate that. It's one of those things that really grips my shit. Any case, 2 videos coming up at the end of this. One will be the last one I uploaded. The other one will be the one that the gods of YouTube with a mighty algorithm was selected just for you. It's called The Chosen One. If you agree with what I'm saying, like what I'm doing, then you just hit the subscribe button. You can like, you can share, you can attempt to comment. Now, if you want to throw an insulting comment, you're fine. It'll fly straight through, no bother at all, and that'll be that. But if you actually want to sort of try and agree with me, you may have to try 6 or 7 times. It is what it is, I'm afraid. Any case, enough of that. I'm done. So, until the next one.
It's an arrow at the bottom. Why would you do that?
It's a spider without the water spouts. Down came the rain and washed the spider out.